Since everybody wants to make fun of my tips and tricks speedrunning knowledge today, Zeusman is showing us 50 speedrun tricks we can do in COD Zombies. This is going to be a great refresher because everybody likes to make fun of me for all that I don't know in this game.
On Shadows of
But
Evil,
let's get
you
it,
can
man.
grapple across the entire map.
Yeah,
as a
we
human.
know about this
and
one.
On
Yeah.
Zetsubo, you can grab the cog for the Easter egg without using the zipline at all. And that is
Really?
only 2 of the 50 speedrun tricks in this video.
Sheesh.
So go ahead and drop a like and let's get into
Well,
it.
let's see it, man. Let's see
Number
it.
1, human grapple.
Yeah,
As
this
you've
one,
just seen
when I first saw this in the Shadow speedrun, it was freaking
The
nuts.
previous clip, you can grapple across the entire map in human form.
Yeah, I can't believe this
To
is
perform
even
this trick,
allowed.
you need to do 2 things prior before jumping into beast mode. And that is making sure there isn't any zombies on the map, and
Interesting.
that you are facing 180 degrees away from your grapple location.
Okay.
In the footage shown, I grab a nuke, then turn 180 degrees away from where I'll be.
That's why everybody does a raindrops before this step. Oh, this makes so much more sense now.
Grappling. Once you finish using your beast, you need to exit while spamming weapon swap and holding down the grapple button.
I
If done correctly,
see.
you should successfully human grapple. And this trick can be done in several locations around the
See,
map.
this proves that Afterlife is worse than Beast Mode in Shadows of Evil. Everybody's always like, oh, Afterlife is great, bro. Afterlife can't do this, man. This is sick.
Number 2. On the Giant, you can line up and hit some pretty cool grenade throws to activate the
Oh,
Samantha
yeah.
toys for the
For the
Easter
super egg, we've
The first
seen
one
this.
is outside the teleporter room,
Yeah. This was so cool to watch for
and
the
the
super
second
egg.
one from the mule kick room.
Yeah, bro.
Number 3.
Just like the summoning key, bro. Just like the summoning
Also
key in
during the
Rev.
Giant Easter egg, if you have a high enough powered weapon, in this example the Pack-a-Punch Shiva, and shoot exactly where I do, you can actually wallbang the teddy bear
No
on the balcony for
way.
the Easter egg.
What? That's freaking crazy. What the
Number
heck?
4. On Revelation,
Do you need like FFJ for that or something? What the frick?
after starting the Keeper step, you actually don't have to defend him at all. As
Right,
long as
yeah.
you or any of your teammates are not on the same island as the Keeper, zombies cannot spawn on that island. So your Keeper is practically invincible. This
Yeah,
gives you
we've been seeing this a lot in the Rev runs
time to hit the
because
box, or you
this
set
is
up an
so
Easter egg
bizarre.
While zombies ignore you.
Yeah.
Number 5. On Mob of the Dead, you can buy every door for free on the
Right.
map.
This one is so broken. It's actually insane that this did not get patched.
Just make sure you have at
Legit.
least 1 grenade and an afterlife.
This might be the
Walk
most
up to the
broken
door you want
glitch
to
ever.
purchase and cook a grenade. But right before the grenade blows up,
You
jump
jump.
and spam interact.
Yeah.
If done correctly,
Who
the door
figured
should
that
open
out?
as you enter Afterlife.
Dude, it's crazy. I remember when this was solved because this was put in an old video on YouTube back in like 2013. And then speedrunners somehow found it. And then they started incorporating it into all of their runs. And it just destroyed the Mob of the Dead world record, man.
If you
That
revive
was
yourself,
so
your points
interesting to
should stay the
watch.
same as they were.
Yeah.
And you can do this with all the doors around the map.
So busted.
Number 6. On Black Ops 3 Origins, if you have multiple players in your game, you can all interact on the fire staff at the exact same
Right.
time, allowing all players to wield the staff at once.
Yeah, so it makes it so that you don't need self-medication, because self-medication is only for solo.
However, the interact is pretty tricky to get,
Yeah.
but the way that I do this is by throwing a grenade, and when it explodes, all players interact on the
Oh,
staff.
that's smart.
And if done correctly, you should all be able to duplicate the fire staff, making the Ascend from Darkness step much easier.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Number
Wow.
7. On Gorod Krovi, after picking up your dragon egg, you can then place it in the nest in the infirmary.
Right.
And for some odd reason, no matter where the dragon breathes fire on the map, it will always count for the egg in the infirmary.
Interesting. That's why I see speedrunners put it there, because I'm just like, why would they put it there? That's such an odd spot, you know?
As you can see
It's
on
out of the
screen,
way.
The dragon is breathing fire at dragon command.
Ah, I did not know
the egg in the
this.
infirmary says dragon egg must cool down, even
Wow.
though the dragon never went to the infirmary, indicating I have completed this step.
GK with such a busted glitch like that. Crazy. I would not have expected that.
Number 8.
Wow.
On Zetsubo no Shima, you can see what skull you need at the power
Right.
station from Lab B.
You
Stand
need the
right where I
ACOG
do
though.
and aim down sights. If you're having trouble seeing the code, I recommend the Varix 3 sight on the HVK and having your mesh quality set to medium. This trick
Okay.
can be useful because you don't have to guess what skull you need in that area.
Yeah, for the Zetsubo runs, we've been seeing a lot of people do that.
Number 9. On Shadows of Evil, if you place your Apothecon egg inside the statue at Canals, you then need to collect 12 zombie souls. Instead, start the
Right,
ritual
the
inside
classic
Green Rabbit,
SOE
and
skip
if you
here.
go behind this couch,
Yeah.
you can actually collect souls for your egg, while the ritual is still going on.
Yeah, this was a
saving
huge
you
skip
good
when it
amount
was
of time.
first
This is
solved.
definitely one of my favorite tricks when it comes to speedrunning Shadows of the Evil,
For
so
sure.
I highly recommend you guys trying this.
Yeah, that's a
Number
great
10.
one.
On Zetsubo no Shima, to turn on the power, you need to tear off these webs on the fan and kill 20 zombies while being in an underwater
But you can
lockdown.
ABH out.
But if you use the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum, you can actually skip the entire lockdown and you can just turn
So bizarre how broken ABH is on this map. Like, it was required for the Easter egg. I remember when that caused so much drama, but it can also be used to skip so much of the actual power process.
on the
Like,
power switch at
crazy.
any time, which is very useful because,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, this step is kind of annoying.
yeah, and
Number
you're going to
11.
run ABH anyway.
For the Call of the Dead Easter egg, you can hit some steezy grenade throws
Oh,
across
I
the map
know,
to turn off
bro.
the red light generators. The first one is here by the MPL wall by.
Yeah, this one, like Black Ops 1, you have to be way more precise. On BO3 Call of the Dead, Sean caught for that. The creator made it a lot less stringent. Like, it's so much easier to do.
You can hit the second one
But
by
these
looking
ones
at the
are
corner of the
so
flaming
impressive.
fling
I did this one too. This one's insane.
towards the lighthouse.
Oh my gosh. Like, what a legendary spot.
And for the last one, come to
This one's
barrier on the
crazy.
third floor of the lighthouse and throw a grenade out this window. You should
Yeah.
hit the generator by the stamina area.
I don't think I've been able to do that one. That one's really tough.
Keep in mind these are pretty tricky
Wow.
to do, so I do
Yeah.
suggest some practice. Number 12. On Shadows of Evil, you can see all 3 sword symbols around the map without using the tram at all.
This was such a huge skip for Shadows as well, bro.
First one is
This
here
is
at
one of the
Canals
biggest
District,
Shadow
where you can
skips.
only see part of the symbol.
Yeah.
Luckily though, I do have a link down in the description that shows you how to tell which symbol you have. The second symbol is at the Waterfront District. Grapple up to the ritual item and melee it down. From here, strafe over to the corner of this
Like,
building.
why are you able to run on this roof? It's so interesting. They didn't, like, test that.
On your
They
right.
didn't put
Then
out of
look in
bound
this window
barriers
where you can then
everywhere.
see your
You
sword
know?
symbol. And for the last symbol, you need to be on this ledge in the Footlight District.
This is the wildest one. Okay, like, this little line you can run up on.
Look where I do
How?
and jump on the wire.
Like,
Climb straight up the
what?
wire and jump onto the building.
How did they mess that up so bad? It's actually
Then jump to the
insane.
next building and fall off the edge where I do. You should see the symbol for a brief second.
Yeah.
Now for a more advanced way of seeing the symbol is by skipping the wire section and just jumping onto the building. But I'm going to be explaining that and a bunch of other tricks in another video coming
Yeah,
out
the
soon.
shadow skips are literally insane. Like, they're
So
ridiculous.
stay tuned for that. Number 13. On Revelations, after throwing all of your little Arnies
Oh,
in
this is
the
a
holes
great
inside
skip.
of the Apothecon, you should have 9 Margwas spawned in. But you can actually insta-kill all of these Margwas by
Just
ending a bug round.
kill all the
so just kill
bugs,
the
yeah.
very last bug of round, and this should happen.
So cool. Yeah. Such a big skip for Rev. Why that happens, I'm not sure. There's a lot of weird instances in Black Ops 3, like where if you end the round and someone's down, they come back up. So I'm assuming it's something like that. You end the round, it just takes out everything on the map.
It's
kinda like a
the
nuke.
Dead, there are several tricks to do with the Hell's Retriever.
Oh, for real, these are
Immediately after
great.
picking up your Retriever,
Yeah.
look up and throw it. You
These
should
changed Mob of the Dead forever for me.
collect
I
one
mean,
of
it's
these
so
blue
much
skulls for the
easier.
Easter egg. The next
Yeah.
blue skull is at the docks.
This is a
Line up
tough
with
one to
this
hit.
Post and throw it. You
Yeah.
should be able to pick it
That
up.
one's a tough hit.
The third skull by Juggernaut can actually be picked up while riding the gondola, and you
Yeah.
can pick up the skull on the rooftop by jumping off this edge and throwing your Retriever in this corner by
Yeah, I do believe some of these don't work on BO3, but BO2 they
the
would.
cafeteria.
Yeah.
And finally, throw your Retriever at the power line to collect the very last blue skull that you
So
need
cracked.
for the free Blundergat.
Yeah.
However, there is one more Retriever trick, but I'm going to go ahead and get onto that a little bit later. But let's go ahead and move on to number 15. Did you know on Revelations, you can shoot all of the 115 rocks for the Apothecon Servant upgrade from Nocturne and Toten?
Yeah.
Some of them are hard to see, but trust me, this does save a good bit of time. Number 16. On Drak, after you start the Lightning Bow upgrade quest, you can actually hit the bonfire at the rocket
Classic.
test from this barrier above
Yeah.
Double Tap.
I put this one in my Easter egg guide because it's just so easy to do. You just aim between the two mountains and tap fire.
This
so
saves you from
easy.
having to travel all the way to
Yeah.
the rocket to hit it normally. And this is definitely one of my favorite go-to tricks for this Easter
Yeah,
egg.
DE is getting a lot of intricacy with like how far you can shoot the arrow from which point. Like seeing that in the speedrun was so freaking cracked, man.
Number 17. On Zetsubo no Shima, you can absolutely zoom through the spider boss fight with the right weapons.
Yeah,
Here's a sped
dingo.
up comparison of the top 4 best weapons to use in the boss fight. These
Interesting.
weapons are the 48 Dredge, the Dingo, the XM53, and the Death Machine.
Yeah, I would hope that the death machine would be up there, bro.
4 of these weapons are quicker than any other weapon in the game,
That's so
especially the
funny.
Death Machine and the XM53 being the fastest.
Yeah.
Number 18. On Gorod Krovi, for your second egg challenge, you need to collect multi-kills.
Right.
Which means 2 or more kills with 1 bullet. But you can absolutely cheat this challenge by using the MG turret at the Pack-a-Punch area.
Now, this isn't part of the world record run anymore from what I've seen for GK because they just do it while they're going to the dragon. But yes, I do this all the time because it's just, you're going to do the trial. You might as well do the turret at the same time.
For some reason, 1 zombie kill
unless
is
you
equivalent
ABH
to a
out of it.
multi-kill. So just get a couple kills with the turret and you'll be set. As you can see, my progress bar does move up after I get the last kill.
It's so
indicating
easy.
this does work, saving you tons of grief.
And then you use your shield
Number
and
19.
finish it.
On Black Ops 3 Origins, you can shoot all 3 tombstones from the mound,
Yeah.
even the one all the way at Generator 2.
Yeah, you can't do this on BO2 because the ice staff doesn't have infinite range. It's so bizarre why they changed it like that.
Aim exactly where I do, then shoot your eye staff. You should hit the tombstone at Gen 2 like I do in this clip here. This saves you tons of time so you don't have to run all the way through the gross mud. Speaking of mud, number 20. We can all agree the mud on Origins is awful to move around in. Instead, Pack-a-Punch your Mauser to the Boom Hilda. And if you jump while shooting it, the knockback should push you a little.
This is like one of the greatest parts of the Origin speedrun right here. This one sole weapon.
But with a good trigger finger, you can absolutely launch yourself across the map very quickly.
And again, doesn't work as well on BO3. It's mainly more for BO2 because you can get a lot more height with your jump.
Skipping the mud sections.
Yeah.
You can also jump over the tank gaps as well with this trick.
Yeah, it works with the Mark
Number
II.
21. On Shadows of Evil, after completing the very last flag step for the Easter egg, place the flag at the Keeper, and once he turns red, pop your Anywhere But Here Gobblegum.
Oh,
this should
dude, yeah,
teleport
this
you
is
straight to the
cracked.
boss fight every single time.
Yeah, it's crazy how people figured that out because literally ABH has pre-designated spots and somehow someone figured that out. Like right when you finish that step, it'll bring you right to Pap.
A couple extra seconds.
Yeah.
Number 22. On transit, after turning on the power, this door should open. And with a proper strafe jump, you can make it into this hole in the wall, allowing you to grab the jet gun part a bit quicker.
Oh,
and since we're on the
interesting.
topic of transit, number 23.
I didn't even
if you
see
walk
that.
up to one of the 8 green light posts around the map and get a denizen on your face, bring him to the lamp and he should make a portal. After you have done that, get another denizen to spawn in. And right before he grabs you, jump into the portal. With
and
correct
this
timing,
place it
he
down.
should teleport with you, creating another portal immediately after you.
It's actually insane how little of these, like a lot of these I do know, but some of these are just so foreign to me. It's crazy.
And this trick can be helpful, especially if you're doing the solo Easter egg.
Yeah,
Number
for
24.
real.
As you saw in the intro earlier, you can pick up the cog for the Zetsubou Easter egg without taking the zip line at all.
Now,
the
how
first
do you
thing
do
you
this?
need to do is mesmerize the poster at the purple water location. Then you need to get a spider on the map from either a spider round or a random spider that spawns in. Have him attack you near these 2 boxes. And when he
You can
hits the
jump
attack
on him?
animation, jump onto his head. This should boost you high enough to clear the boxes and make it onto the deck, which you can then pick up the cog.
Okay, I've never even seen a speedrun do that. That's crazy.
If you are having trouble getting enough height to get on the deck, try lowering your frames to about 90. Number 25.
Oh my gosh,
on
that's
Gorod
crazy.
Krovi, you can skip several quotes from Sophia by activating this flinger trap. Most notably, the last quote before you leave for boss fight. Here is a side-by-side comparison of quote skipping and not quote skipping. The main reason this happens is because your character is saying something about the trap, which interrupts Sophia's quote, and it actually just skips the whole quote entirely.
Interesting. So it literally just makes it so much faster. I was wondering why people were hitting the flinger trap on GK. This is all making sense to me now because I feel like a lot of the times when I react to these world records, these little skips go by so quick. It's so difficult to tell.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh,
and
that is
of cool,
sick.
you have made it halfway through the video.
Let's go, man. Zeus, man. This is a
go
great
ahead and drop
video.
a like for me, and
Shout out
also
this man.
comment
I
what
will.
Trick you have not heard of yet.
All
But
of them,
anyways,
dog.
let's
I'm dropping a
continue.
like. Let's
Number
get it,
26. It's actually possible to wield 2 staffs at once on Black Ops 3 Origins using the self-medication Gobblegum.
Classic. Yeah.
This can be kind of tricky, and I might pause a couple times, so pay close attention. First, make sure you have 2 staffs upgraded in the crazy place. Then choose 1 staff to be in your mule kick slot. In this case, it's my lightning staff.
Yeah.
Now take it down and revive yourself with self-medication. Once revived, buy a wall gun immediately. In this example, I buy the Vesper. Now quickly trade out a weapon for a staff that isn't the wall gun you just bought. Once you pick up the staff, switch weapons. Then wait a couple seconds and you should get your first
So
staff back.
busted.
As you see in the footage here, I'm holding the lightning and the ice staff at the same time.
Yeah, people have always wanted to find a way to hold multiple staffs, so this is just great even without the speed run. Like, it's great just to be able to play Origins with 2 staffs, too.
Indicating that this trick does work.
Yeah.
And if I explain this too fast or you just didn't understand, Freckleston has made a video on this that is much more
Nice.
detailed and slower paced, which I highly recommend you watching. Number
Yeah,
27.
it's such an intricate glitch. Like, Origins and Shadows have such intricate glitches. It's crazy.
On Shadows of Evil, you can breach out of all 5 of the ritual rooms around the map. Have one person start the ritual and the other person who is breaching out stand halfway in the doorway. Player 1 needs to start the ritual and this should push player 2 out. The ritual should be faster depending on how many players are in the game, and any player that breaches out will get the points from the ritual.
Oh, that's so interesting, because basically the way that works is it counts how many players are in the room. So if you're halfway in it, it still thinks that you're in it, which is why it gives you the points. That's crazy.
For 28.
Wow.
On Revelations, it can be kinda tedious to start the Keeper step.
Of course,
However,
yeah.
by taking it down by the triangle rock, the Keeper will revive you, and once he does, you should get launched by the launch pad. And when this happens, the
He'll
Keeper
just
should
go
begin
right
his
into
ritual
it.
immediately.
Yeah, it's weird that I don't see that a lot in the Rev runs. Most people on Rev just take the L on that.
To tell if this actually works, the zombies on the map should be ignoring you. Number
Right,
29.
but then they go for him, which is not all that good. I
On
see.
the giant, to start the fly trap Easter egg, you need to shoot the panel outside the map with a pack punch weapon. The fastest way to do this is either with a wall power, a crate power, or a Imperial Enhancement Gobble Gum.
Right.
But if you don't have any of these Gobble Gums, listen up. If you buy a Quick Revive and down at the corner of this door,
Oh, you can do it
shoot
with
your
the-
pistols through the holes in
death
the
and
fence to start
taxes.
the Easter egg.
That would be so difficult, though. I feel like it would just be better to get ephemeral here. You don't really use that gobblegum otherwise, you know?
Granted, this is really hard to do, but nonetheless, still really cool.
Yeah,
Number
that is
30.
really cool.
On Zetsubo no Shima, if you get the trial kill 30 zombies with the plane trap, there is an easy way to do this in seconds.
Yeah, we did see this for the super run, like the way
First,
they
find the
do
corresponding
the
skull
trial
at the
there.
plane trap
Yeah.
area. Then you want to start the skull ritual. Immediately pop either a raindrops or a fatal contraption gobblegum. You want to do this for a
Interesting.
death machine. Turn on the trap and crouch underneath it while shooting at these 2 spawn portals. Do this for a couple seconds, and if done correctly, you should get a prompt on screen indicating
Wow.
you have completed the trial.
Why does that work, though? It's so interesting how Treyarch just, like, left this stuff in, because they do, a lot of the times back in Black Ops 3, they had a lot of testing on these maps, and so the fact that there's still this many glitches that basically made it through,
Making this
It's
step
crazy.
10 times easier. Number 31. Continuing with Mob of the Dead's retriever tricks, instead of walking to the cafeteria to pick up the spoon,
Oh, yeah,
you can
you
just
can do
throw
it
your
from up
tomahawk
there.
at this mattress by the dog head near the roof entry.
pretty sure you can do this one on BO3 as well.
You'll know if you got it if you hear this quote. Number 32. On Ascension, you can hit a steezy cross-map shot with the Gersh device to suck up the generator
Whoa!
outside the
Brother's throwing a frisbee from power. That's crazy.
Easter egg. This is also possible on Black Ops 1 Ascension
Oh,
as well.
man.
And since we're on the topic of Ascension, number 33. You can actually purchase the lunar lander
While
without
not
having to
being
ride
on
it at all.
Yeah, so few people actually know about this. That's
Line
the crazy
yourself up
part.
as far away from the interact on your screen, then back up while activating the panel.
And you can do this
the
on
lander
BO1.
should take off without you.
Yeah.
This trick is much easier to do on controller than it is keyboard and mouse, since the
Yeah.
interact on keyboard and mouse is much faster.
Right.
Number 34. Under Eisendrach, you can join FaZe Clan by
The firebow, yes sir. Yeah, I put this in my
hitting
guide.
some
It's
clean
so
trick
difficult to
shots
do
hit the
though.
bonfires you need for the firebow upgrade quest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Number
so
35.
hard to do
On
though.
Revelations, just like the 115 rocks I showed you guys earlier, you can shoot almost every single bone for the bone step from Noctur Untoten.
How you're even able to see bones from this distance in the game, and the fact that it's even possible to do so, you're able to shoot this far out of the map.
The only 2 bones you
wild.
can't hit is the one at spawn and the one at Verrucht.
Yeah,
But
because there's just too much debris.
either way, this trick saves you tons of time
It's a
with your runs.
huge
Now
time
these next
saver.
3 tricks can help you on Gorod Krovi with some of the
see it.
challenges you have to do for the Easter egg. Number 36. The first one being that you can defeat Dr. Gersh very easily with the upgraded Ray Gun Mark III.
I remember when Codename Pizza showed me this, and I was like, bro, how is this even possible? You just have to time it perfectly and wait for the certain prompts of what he says.
Spam your Mark III into Gersh near the end of his quote,
Yeah.
and before he gets a chance to move locations, you should be able to stun him, allowing you to complete this step without having to follow him around the map.
Yeah, because when he goes through the map, it's so hard to find him. There's no, like, specified route either.
Trust me, guys, you definitely want to do this every single game because this step is so annoying.
It is annoying, yeah.
On the green-eyed Mangler step, you can shoot off the Mangler's arm, which enrages the Mangler and makes him...
I'm so glad that I put so many of these in my EE guide because they just make this egg so much easier, because this is by far, without a doubt, the hardest egg in Black Ops 3, and I think 100% with the least amount of completion rate.
Start running, allowing you to complete this step much faster and safer.
Yeah, that's
on
a
the
great
green-eyed
step.
Valkyrie drone step, you actually don't have to walk him all the way inside of Dragon Command. You
Yeah.
can actually destroy him once he gets to the bottom of the stairs, and for some reason the game counts it as
Why does that work?
completion. You
Yeah.
can see in the footage shown the magnet picking up the non-existent Valkyrie drone, indicating this step is complete. Number 39. On Die Rise, you can hit some very satisfying jumps to get around
Especially
the map.
with BO3, when you have PhD, you can just do anything, man. Yeah. On BO2, though, the fact that you can do the whole Easter egg without buying a door or killing one zombie is actually ridiculous. This is the most broken map, for sure. I know. So satisfying. Like, I've seen so many of these in speedruns as well. The fact that you're able to do both of those. MP5 is also the lightest weapon in BO2 zombies, which is why you're able to do it with
Number
this.
40. This trick is widely known, but on Black Ops 2 Origins, you can pick up the fire staff and place it in the podium 4 different times, which
you can't do it on BO3, which is why you either do it all at once on co-op or you need the self-medication to do this.
completes the ascent from darkness step within seconds.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to think this is one of the first speedrun tricks in Zombies history.
It is,
Number
yeah,
41.
it's kind of crazy.
Did you know on Shadows of Evil, for the little Arnie upgrade step, instead of throwing the Arnie at the hat directly, you can actually walk outside and throw it at this pod location inside the spawner.
Oh, no
And as you
way.
see in the footage shown, the hat is now gone, indicating this...
See, this is the interesting thing with BO3. There's a lot of steps, even in BO3 and BO4, that don't care about elevation like this. As long as it's in the same spot on the map, doesn't matter the elevation, it still works. Even in BO2, Die Rise's Easter egg involves something similar to this.
step is complete.
Crazy
Number
how
42.
this is a thing.
Also on Shadows of Evil, you can manipulate where the zombies spawn by despawning the current zombies on the map and then looking at a specific location to respawn them. Now, I'm not going to name all the spawn manip locations, but here is one at the Canals District. Once I start running away from this horde of zombies, they should despawn. Now I'm going to make my way in this exact spot in the canals and stare at this window. And as you see, most of the zombies are now spawning in front of me.
Again, this does not work on most of the BO3 maps. I'm pretty sure it's only maps before Horizon Drac. I think DE and the Giant it also works on, but as soon as we got to Zetsubo, they changed the way this whole system works, so it doesn't work like this.
Make note that Shadows of Evil and the Giant are the only maps in BO3 that have this feature.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised DE also doesn't have it either.
So don't expect this to work on maps like Revelations or Quad Crovy, because this does not work. Number 43. Under Eyes and Drac, after you travel to the rocket for the first time and wait a little bit over a minute, spawning any power-up of any kind can start the rocket immediately.
This is such a game changer. Like, it's crazy how long it took the community for us to just figure out something so simple like this, but it is so helpful on the Easter egg guide for this map.
These power-ups can come from anything. Gobblegum drops, void symbols, even Widow's Wine grenades.
Which is so nice. The fact that a whole Widow's Wine nade can do the trick.
For the first step of the Firebow, or the Ragnarok part you need for the Easter egg. Number 44.
Great
on Zetsubo no Shima, there are 2 guaranteed anywhere but here locations. After mesmerizing the poster for the Easter egg, you can ABH to the COG room from either the Spider Boss Cave or the Rainbow Plant area.
This is why I see a lot of people do it in the Rainbow Plant area. Okay, makes sense.
Second guaranteed ABH is all the way at the end of the Easter egg. After you start the elevator to go to the boss fight, you can use your ABH to skip the entire
This is so insane.
elevator ride, saving you around 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Number
such a
46.
big skip for
With 2
Zetsubo.
or more people, you can duplicate the eggs for the Revelations Easter egg by only picking up 1 egg. First, find an
Interesting.
egg on the map, and then you and your teammates need to make your way inside the Apothecon. From
I
here,
haven't watched a lot of 4-player or even 2-player rev runs, so this is insane. I never would have thought this existed.
walk up to where you place your egg and have your teammate press interact. Not you though, you press nothing. When your
Okay.
teammate presses interact, they should place the egg while you still have the egg. And you can do this with all 4 egg podiums inside the Apothecon,
What?
saving you tons of time.
Oh my gosh. If only that was possible on solo. That's insane.
Number 47.
Wow.
This trick is kinda advanced, so pay close attention. On Gorod Krovi, it's possible to skip the lockdown step for the dragon strikes. First,
Right.
you need to have an anywhere but here goblin.
Yeah, I see this being done on speedruns, and it looks extremely difficult. You have to be really good at timing this.
Welcome. Then you need to end the current round, but keep track of what time you ended that round. In the
Right.
footage shown, I end round at 7:01.
Okay.
Now you need to wait exactly 34 seconds after your round end time.
What?
So for me, that would be 7:35. While you wait, you need to make sure you don't kill or damage any zombies at all. So throw away any Widow's Wine grenades and rebuild any barriers
Oh.
if possible. When the time is getting close, pull out your shield, and once the 34 seconds is up, interact on the console.
This is why I was watching in the speedrun that they were just sitting here for so long. Oh my gosh. How do people find this? Exactly 34 seconds. Brother, what?
And
How does
activate
that
your
make any
anywhere but here.
sense?
This should teleport you out of the lockdown. Now you can complete the valve step without having any zombies on the map. And if you
Yeah,
want-
and this is such a big time save for this map because that lockdown step can be a big pain.
wait long enough, the lockdown
Wow.
should complete itself. And you'll know if this happens when Sophia says,
Step returning to manageable levels.
Right.
Lockdown ending.
number 48.
Wow.
In Black Ops 3 Zombies,
Why is that ABH just so intricate? It's so bizarre how they coded that gobblegum. In every map, it does something extremely specific.
you can insta-kill any type of Margwa as soon as they spawn in. This
Yeah,
is very
the
helpful
KRM
for the
is
Argovum
goated.
step on Shadows of Evil, since you have to kill 7 Margwas total. This
Yeah.
trick is also useful for the first boss fight on Revelation, since you
Yeah.
have to kill 8 Margwas. Especially
Best weapon in the game was KRM, bro, and nobody knew it until the game was freaking dead.
those pesky
Crazy.
elemental Margwas. The best weapons I suggest for this are the Pack-a-Punch KRM and
Yeah.
the Pack-a-Punch Haymaker.
Yeah.
And the Death Machine works just as well.
Oh, interesting. So
49.
yeah, it needs to be something with extremely high fire rate, but also extremely high damage. That
It's
makes
possible
sense.
to pick up 2 of the 3 lightning staff pieces.
Yeah,
without
this
having to
is such a
purchase the tank at
crazy
all.
skip.
The first one is outside the spawn room, and the second piece can be acquired by boosting yourself onto the platform with the Boom Hilda, which you
It's so interesting because the other lightning staff is inside of the mound, and you're actually able to see it when you're in there, like getting the gramophone. And it's so funny that that's the only one that actually requires the tank.
can then
That's
grab the
so
piece from
crazy.
inside church. But that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is that you can do the exact same thing on the Black Ops 3 version
Yeah.
of Origins.
Yeah, and even though the Boom Hilda isn't as good, it still allows you to do that, which is just insane. Insane.
Number 50. On Revelations, you can complete the ball step under 2 minutes with this insane strategy. After you get the ball from the first boss fight, you should teleport to Kino. Now look up and throw the ball with the chandelier. You should hit the first toy.
Yeah, this is
Now run up the
crazy.
stairs and the ball should come back to you. Now make your way into Drak and throw the ball from behind the clock. You should hit the second toy. After you throw the ball, you need to quickly look where I do outside the map.
Yeah,
and
dude, how did people figure this out? Again, this must have only been found on like a special BO3 program that lets you like redo Easter egg steps over and over.
aim at this rock. Here's a picture on screen of where
So
you need to aim.
insane.
Throw the ball, and you should hit the toy in Shangri-La. After you throw the ball, run through the portal and quickly make your way into Mob of the Dead. Run up the stairs and aim at the ceiling where I do. You should then get the ball back from Shang. Once you do, throw it. It should hit the toy in the prison cell. Now quickly catch the ball by the corruption turret and stand next to the portal. Now look up where I do and try to match the roundness of the ball to the broken pieces of the ceiling.
This step is so broken. I just wish this was like the actual specialist weapon of the map, because like if you go into a portal with this thing held out, you sometimes have to down because the game like gets rid of it. It's so weird. Like you can do all this crazy stuff with the summoning key, but oh man, going through the portal, that's too much,
It's an
bro.
image on screen of what that should look like. Throw the ball, and it should hit the teddy bear in Origins.
Yeah, so
Quickly
wild.
after throwing the ball, run through the portal, and wait a couple seconds. The ball should fall from the ceiling where you can then pick it up and hit the last 2 toys in Knocked and Verruckt, making this 20-minute step into a 2-minute step.
Wow.
And if you want to see the step all in one go, you should definitely go check out my boy Sable with his Revelations.
Dude, yeah, Sable's run and also Sean's world record run. Dude, those rev runs were absolutely incredible. Zeus, this was a great video, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out the Zeus, man. This guy absolutely is educating me on speedrunning tactics because you know what? Everybody loves making fun of me, man.